Hello, welcome back everyone to another video. I'm freshcutslim, and today I'm going to be reacting to a Nuke Top 5 video. It's been a long time since I've reacted to a Nuke Top 5 video, but I figured, you know what, let's do it, for old time's sake. But with that being said, the original link's in the description. This is called 10 Scary Videos to Scare Your Mama. Don't be scared, mama. But yeah, with that being said, let's go.
On March 6, 2015, Jennifer Grossbeck was driving home with her 18-month-old daughter Lily secured in her car seat in the back. While driving along a lonely road in Utah, Jennifer lost control of her SUV and crashed off the side of a bridge, flipping her car upside down into the freezing water of the Spanish Fork River. Most of the car was submerged in the icy water, and tragically, Jennifer Grossbeck passed away almost instantly.
Did the kid?
However, luckily the car was positioned in a way that Jennifer's 18-month-old baby Lily was not plunged into the freezing water. The baby was held in place in her car seat in the back. Many hours later, the car is spotted in the river, and emergency first responders arrive on the scene.
What year was this? 2015?
Go ahead.
What have you got? What have you got?
But as the police and firemen approached the car, they heard something that they really can't explain.
We heard something saying, help us inside. And so it was at that point that we, said we have to get in that car now. And we all, the
Baby learned to speak. That's freaking crazy.
four of us were able to push the car on its side. And that's when I looked inside and was able to see the child infant strapped in the back seat.
Anybody hear us? Hello? Oh, God, there's a baby. Oh, fuck. There's a baby.
Brian. Pass her up, pass her up. Pass her up. Here, right here, right here.
Go, 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 go.
She's definitely hypothermic. She's freezing.
Throw up in there.
Here, go. Let's go.
So you actually heard a voice calling out, help me. Do you know who that was?
Well, clearly it was the baby.
We assumed, or I assumed, that it was someone in the car saying, help me. That's why we responded saying,
The baby sounds like a 40-year-old man.
we're trying, we're gonna get inside and help you. We're doing the best we can.
We're helping. We're coming.
It wasn't
You didn't catch it on the, like, you're recording the whole time. You should have been able to record, the sound of someone saying, help me.
until after we flipped it that we saw the mother, who we know now was deceased at the time, and the child was in the back seat.
Even stranger. Although all four of the early responders say that they heard the strange, unexplained voice of a woman pleading for help, the officers' body cameras did not pick up any voice at all.
Interesting. That's weird. I think, most of the nuke videos I can dismiss, or I have reason to believe that they're probably not real. This one, because it's from responders who don't have anything to gain from this. On television, it's on the news station, so there's a little bit more credibility. This seems quite real.
Here, get over here, Beddoes. We're helping. We're coming.
I did kind of hear like it was there, didn't it? Did you not hear that? I'll try to increase the volume there.
It was plain as day, because I remember hearing a voice. It didn't sound like a child. Just saying, help me.
Jennifer Grossbeck's family believes that it was the voice of Jennifer's spirit, calling out from the great beyond to try to urge the emergency workers to hurry to save her baby daughter Lily.
She was just a very compassionate and caring person. She always wanted to bend over backwards for her loved ones.
I don't think it would have been her, though. No, it might have been a different kind of spirit.
Loved Lily with all her heart. She was the love of her life.
The emergency team that was on the scene says that they simply can't explain what they heard.
We're helping. We're coming.
The ding down the hall.
That was a pretty cool one, actually. No, it wasn't really that spooky compared to some of the other ones that are featured on Nuke's videos, but it was definitely something which I would say is probably more of a real, case or situation compared to some other ones.
Oscar Nunez says that strange, unexplained things have been happening all around his home. He believes that some sinister presence has attached itself to his family. One night, he and his wife return home to find something truly bizarre.
What are these freaking sound effects? Honey, we gotta call the exterminator. Dang. I know I shouldn't have stored all that meat in the freezer. There's so many flies, and mostly on our garbage. Oh, garage door. Landlord? They rent out a whole house? That's gotta be expensive.
For some odd reason, there are flies swarming all over their house. Oscar says that he can't think of any rational explanation.
Meanwhile, there's like a dead body inside.
Another late night, and Oscar's son has fallen asleep on the living room couch. The young boy wakes up and sees something that chills him to his core.
What do we see in here? I don't see anything. Do you guys see anything? The kid's up, so what's he see? I don't see anything. I didn't see anything. What was that? He's chilled to his core. It's starting to zoom in.
Oscar's son wakes up after he hears a
Did you freaking hear that? What are they doing?
strange noise and runs to his parents' bedroom, crying and wailing in fear. The young boy tells his dad that he saw someone scary in the hallway. But did you see it?
No.
When Oscar checks his security footage, he sees a large figure that looks like a man just standing in the hallway,
Oh, okay.
staring at his son. Even weirder, what
Well, I mean, this is before P. Diddy was arrested. It's a horrible joke. I apologize. He is innocent until proven guilty, okay? He's innocent until proven guilty.
whatever this is just seems to disappear into thin air. Oscar Nunez says that he and his family have no idea who or what this is. Frightful photo bomb.
It's weird. I mean, it could be real. It could also be fake. You could edit that in post. And there's no news stories covering it, so yeah, it could be real, it could be fake, I don't know. It might be real, though.
Bombs. This next weird story was discovered by the YouTube channel /podcast Haunted City Studios. So, a woman named Vernice posts on Facebook that she's been having some very odd experiences and thinks that some sort of spirit or entity has attached itself to her and her youngest daughter. Vernice says that recently when she takes a photo of her daughter, the pictures often come out very strange and disturbing.
I've heard of that in movies. Like, that's a thing I've seen in movies. Where you take a picture of someone and then their picture turns out to be only them. Their picture, like their face will turn out to be all morphed or something. That's a movie plot.
Vernice posted a few pictures that definitely make her point. First up, Vernice snapped this photo of her youngest daughter in the pool. She's being playfully dunked underwater by her sister, but she looks like this.
Oh my.
That's cool. I mean, maybe his sister's like, you know, choking her a little bit too hard there or something. I can't believe this. I can't believe this because it could be real, obviously. But what you have to do is do it live, where you're recording a video of yourself, and then you take the picture of your daughter, like on your phone, and then you turn it, and then you can show everyone what it looks like. That, I would believe, is a lot more probability of being real than something like this. Because this could be like, okay, I got a photo, and then I'm just going to Photoshop it. That's what a lot of people can think, and that's what I'm going to say, is that I don't know if it's real or not, but it's easy, very easy to fake.
That's not right.
Oh my gosh.
The daughter's face looks like a horror special effect.
It really does.
It looks like a mask.
Right.
Deep set dark eyes, very pale skin. It's unsettling to look at because you're trying to make a normal face out of it and you just can't.
No.
Imagine like all the photos look crazy like that, and so you just put them up You know, just imagine having those framed on your wall. Then your family comes over, like, what the frick's going on?
Oh.
As mentioned, for some odd reason in this photo, Bernice's daughter's face just, well, it doesn't look like a face. Bernice posted another photo she took of her young daughter crouching on the bed.
Oh my.
Nope.
Now, honey, you know how Spider-Man lands when he jumps? I'm gonna need you to do that. Once again, this could easily just be photoshopped. It's pretty cool, though. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this looks cool.
Nope.
This goes hard.
That's
Look at her
really,
face, though. Here's the thing.
Really weird.
I can't see a face.
Here's the thing. Look, what is that? Like,
This child might be possessed, like for real.
It is very upsetting to look at this and think it could be anything like that.
yeah.
Oh, that's great. I want one of those.
Now, if this is some dark spiritual attachment appearing in Bernice's photos, then it's not just limited to her daughter. When Bernice receives a speeding ticket in the mail from an automatic traffic camera, something odd shows up in that photo, too.
Was she driving alone in the car?
That's insane.
Yeah.
There's a figure sitting next to her. It's very clear, and it actually. When I first saw it, I thought it was an old.
Where is she from? She's driving on the. It looks like she's driving on the like where you would in Britain, where you're on the right side of the road, so the steering wheel's on the opposite side than in North America.
Old woman.
That's what I thought. That's what I still think.
But then, the more I look at it, the more I see kind of classic depictions of big head, small neck kind of entity.
I think there's two people in there. One's living, one's not.
Something with an abnormally large, distorted head seems to be sitting in the passenger seat.
Now, was the baby in the car this time, or was she driving alone? Because then they'd be like, okay, this thing is not following the baby.
Right next to Bernice. So just what do you think is going on in all of Bernice's photos lately? Even in pictures that she didn't take herself. Let me know what you think.
As I said, it could be photoshopped, right? It's not hard. And especially if you have a little bit of time to learn how to do Photoshop, it's not hard to do it. And with AI nowadays, it's even easier to write off. Even easier to write off. So I don't know if it's real or not, but it looks cool.
The cabin in the woods. A man in Mexico named Antonio has a business where he builds, sells, and rents cabins in Mazamitla, Jalisco, Mexico. Late one night, he is working all alone outside an empty old cabin. Suddenly, he notices a strange flickering light coming from one of the windows. He pulls out.
Did they say he was in New Mexico? Or Mexico? I mean, it might be ice if it's in New Mexico.
Out his phone and records as he goes to check. And what he sees makes his blood run cold.
All right, what do we got here? Is there something like, let me see here. Come on, where is it? Oh, there we go. Oh, there it is. There's something. Oh, spooky.
Now, Antonio is completely alone. There's not supposed to be anyone inside the cabin. But as he watches in terror, he sees someone in the flickering light, slowly approaching the window as if to look out at him. And whoever this is has no discernible features and looks almost like a shadow.
They got like that Mike Meyer hair.
Even in the bright, flickering light. Antonio gathers his courage and goes inside the cabin to investigate.
I don't know if I would have the balls to do that, you know? Especially if you see someone in there who you know is not supposed to be there, be like, okay, maybe I need something to protect myself because someone's breaking and entering.
You're not supposed to be here. This is private property. I'm calling the police.
The light's still flickering? Oh, that's crazy. I don't want to get jump scared.
Is anybody there, please?
Why was that light flickering?
Antonio is a bit nervous as he checks through the rooms, but the entire cabin is completely empty. Now, it should be noted that Antonio usually only uses his social media for his business, either to display properties he's worked on or cabins that he is renting. This is the only supernatural video that Antonio has ever posted.
And it doesn't make sense that he would be doing this for a business reason, because I don't think most people would be interested in renting a place that has this kind of crap going on. So I don't know. Actually, it's probably a bad idea that he actually uploaded it to his business thing in the first place.
So, what do you think? Just who or what is this?
I don't know that I must take my pants.
This next video was sent in by Nuke's Top 5 viewers Tuva and Sunniva from Norway. So Tuva says that she and her family moved into a new apartment in May of last year. And before this, they had never experienced anything paranormal. In fact, Tuva says that she and her sister Sunniva are very much skeptics. Or at least they were. Until this happened.
Okay, house tour. Så här rummet mitt. Där står jag, där står Tuva. Ut här stu.
Wait, so his house tour, why were those in English and everything else is in, I don't know what language this is. Like, do they not have a word for house in this language? Or tour?
Va? Och det här...
You're gonna have to brighten that up, Bob. I can't freaking see it.
Did you see it?
No.
As Sunniva is recording a video house tour for a friend, there is something black and weird just standing in front of the apartment door. The figure is so shadowy that it blends right into the darkness.
Oh yeah, there, and I can make it out. Holy frig, that's dark.
But Sunniva says that she could easily see it with her naked eye. Sunniva lets out a frightened gasp and jerks her phone back so hard that it hits her other hand and knocks out the microphone. Now, when the video is brightened a lot, you can see that whatever this is actually blocks out the light from the peephole in the door. Sister Tuva says that a woman who was a former tenant passed away in the apartment. So could this be her presence still occupying their home? You decide. Unexplained.
That was a weird one, but... And I'd say it's probably real, because... Wait, were these people YouTubers or social media influencers? Anything from YouTubers or social media influencers? I'm more skeptical, because then they definitely have a reason for trying to make a video go viral, you know, because they benefit from it.
This first video was captured by CCTV somewhere in rural New Jersey.
What the frig? What?
So there's one bright light in the sky and another light almost seems to attack it. Now, I don't know if this is ball lightning or swamp gas or what the hell this might be. So, you tell me what you think. And this next...
Oh, that was short. That was cool. I don't know what that is. It looks like something you could do in Blender.
Video, a woman named Natasha says that her Ring doorbell camera caught something trying to yoink her bike.
I'll take this. Oh crap, it fell over. That's pretty cool too.
And in this clip of...
Man, what is with all these fast clips? You barely have time to see what's going on. That was pretty cool though. I think that one's probably real.
Baby is crawling across the floor when something seems to pull its leg. Now, usually with these baby videos...
It could have also been like a Charlie horse. Couldn't it? I've never seen a baby get a Charlie horse, but could it be where like the muscles start cramping? And then your leg's gonna go like that to try to, you know, and then you're gonna have pain, so you're gonna cry after. That kind of explains it, actually, I think.
I just think it's the baby moving in a weird way and no big deal. But this kid's leg moves back at a very odd angle, and the baby seems to be a bit upset by...
That's true, and the baby also, the baby's body moves, kind of twists, you know, and that, so it doesn't really look natural that way, or like it was a Charlie horse. But the only thing I think it could be would be a Charlie horse, unless it is just getting messed with by something.
Whatever is back there. But as always, you decide. Playtime is over. A woman named Jessica says that she has recently purchased a fun playhouse for her daughter that looks very similar to their own house, complete with its own motion-sensing doorbell camera.
A fake house has a... what?
For a house tour of Emma's playhouse. Then Emma, I'm going to show them the door, okay? She really wanted it to have a doorbell camera like our front door.
But since then...
That's a lot of money to waste, isn't it? Like, those things aren't cheap. So you have to go spend X amount of money just to put on a fake door? Okay.
Things around there...
Someone's spoiled.
Their house have gotten a little spooky. Jessica's daughter says that she sometimes sees a quote-unquote...
The baby's giving out gang signs?
scary guy in their house.
What guy? The guy. The guy is at the door. Guy. Can we go together? Yeah. Do you want to open the door or you want Mommy to open it? I want Mommy to open it. Okay. He's in there. The guy? Yeah. He's scary.
So is it going to be on the doorbell camera then or whatever? She got evicted.
So scary.
You didn't pay your rent, sweetie. Get out.
It's okay. No.
Jessica's daughter claims that the scary guy is in her room, but Jess doesn't see anyone or anything. She just dismisses the whole incident as likely being her daughter's overactive imagination. But then, a few nights later, something happens that absolutely freaks Jessica out. Jess is sitting in her living room when she suddenly receives a motion alert. Not from her own doorbell camera, but from the one on her daughter's little playroom house. When Jess...
Now, hold on now. Why would you actually set this up? Because then you're going to be notified, like, of every time your kid's playing around there. Like, that'd be annoying, right? You'd be getting a ton of notifications all the time, I'd think. I don't think I'd want that. You get constantly ding, ding, ding with the kids playing. Like, that'd drive me nuts.
Jessica checks the notification. What she sees is like something right out of a horror movie.
Have I seen this before? This vaguely looks familiar. I might have, I don't know. Ding dong. Ding dong. I think I have seen this actually. I don't know. Oh. Ah. Oh, that's freaking creepy, dude. And I have seen this. I've seen this in a different compilation from Nuke, I think. Oh my goodness. That is creepy though. Nah, that's so terrifying, man. Close the door, you're letting in a draft. Time to throw out this little house. Ah! What sucks is that I can do this to hide it, but then I also have my recording on the side here, so if I look over here I can still see it. Is that the end of the clip? Come on, okay, we get it. We get it. You open and you close the door. We get it. Oh my word. It's a lot less scary without the horror sound effects, huh? Look at this. I can play some happy music over this and all of a sudden it's a lot better. You like this? Isn't this nice and calm now? How long does this go on for? We get it. The door opens, closes. What, it just keeps going on? Okay, she looks like she comes into the scene. Alright, is she coming now? Oh, it's going again. It just keeps opening and closing. Oh, there she is. Finally. That would be terrifying. Yeah, that's also kind of, I don't know, I kind of like how it's shot like this, or she's seeing it moving and opening and closing by itself. Now does it keep opening and closing, or is that it? Now it stops when she returns.
Now a note on this clip. This is not a motion camera that pans around the room on its own motor.
Oh, it's a door opening and closing.
This camera is actually attached to the Playhouse door. So this back and forth motion means that the Playhouse door is actually opening and closing. But it gets even weirder, because the camera repeatedly catches a little playtime mannequin head in the corner of the Playhouse, and its hair seems to be lifted up by some unseen force, and then just suddenly drops back down.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
After this, Jessica has had about enough. She says that she took down the little Playhouse, but her daughter still sometimes says that she sees the quote-unquote scary guy back in their house.
Yeah, I highly doubt the scary guy is attached to that little Playhouse. Anyway, though, I'm going to end the video here. If you want to see the rest of it, go watch the original. Hope you guys liked it. Pretty spooky. The last one, I think I've seen in a previous Nuke's Top 5 clip. The rest of them are pretty cool. I think the first one with the car crash one, that's probably the most miraculous. And I don't think, if it is an entity saying help me, I don't think it was one that is bad. But anyway, hope you guys like this. Give it a thumbs up if you're new, subscribe. And yeah, see you guys next time.